Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're out here at the range today, but I'm not going to be shooting with this. I'm just going to go over what I've got here in the Bears build. All right, so here I have my Chicago Bears passion project. I've wanted this for a while. It finally came together. Let's go over what I've got here in it. So I started off to make this my Chicago Bears passion project. I've been working the angles trying to get this enforcer set from Timber Creek. So that's the first thing we've got on here is the anodized orange enforcer set. They sell these as a complete set. It gives you everything to finish out a receiver set and a barrel. You need both of those. Other than that, everything was included on it. We've got the nice foregrip on here. Gives you a little Picatinny rail up there at the front so you can put a front sight on there without having all that weight along here. We're M-LOK compatible, all four sides here. If you did have an M-LOK tape switch or something, you could put up here and do that. Got M-LOK on the sides, M-LOK on the bottom. It'd come with their enforcer charging handle here. Nice, big, easy to get a hold of. Got the aluminum dust cover on there, and of course we've got all the other orange parts on here, including the grip for it. And it's Timber Creek. They don't just make them in orange, they make them in all kinds of other colors. I've seen green, purple, red, blue. Obviously you're going to be able to get black. They did come out with what they're calling their gray man sets now, which are really cool if you wanted to have something that was really subdued. Go check those out. Those look awesome as well, but obviously I wanted the orange. Now you're not going to be able to build a rifle just with the enforcer kit. You're going to have to provide some of this stuff yourself. Obviously you're going to need a receiver set. You're going to need a barrel. You will need a buffer and spring depending on how you go with that. I believe you need the bolt catch. I could be wrong. That might have been included in the enforcer set. Obviously your mag release was, your safety selector was, and your forward assist was. So knowing I had the enforcer set coming to me, I reached out to Live Free Armory. Those guys sent me the receiver set and the barrel for this to make this happen. So thank you to those guys as well. They've been incredibly generous to me here on my channel and to a couple other guys that some of you probably know. So I just want to make sure I thank those guys because they have done more for us than probably anybody else has done out there. They believe in us. Don't know why they believe in me, but they do, and I'm incredibly grateful for it. So while the enforcer set from Timber Creek was the icing on the cake, the receiver set and the barrel are the actual cake. They're what you need. Otherwise, your icing does you no good. So we went with the Live Free Armory receiver set on here to put everything together. As you can see here, I have the Vortex Strike-Fire 2 on it. I like this optic a lot. It's not shake awake, so you do have to turn it on every time, but it is a nice big window on there. It does have a ton of settings, and you can do red or green dot with it. And back here, just a Magpul MOE. I don't think this is even an MOE Plus. I think it's just an MOE stock that I had. Put that on there because you need stock, unless you're building a pistol, in which case you need a brace. And if you're building a pistol needing a brace, now you're probably in limbo because you don't know what the ATF is going to do. So this is a rifle, got a stock. Up here on the front, I have my hand stop that I like. I believe this one is a UTG, gives you a nice barrier stop on the front, fits my hand well, and gives you something to pull back on, get it back there into your shoulder. Now, as far as the internals on here, the stuff that I had to provide for it, I did provide my bolt carrier group here. This one is just a Palmetto State Armory bolt carrier group, and he did Cerakote that blue as well. I have a Timney trigger in here that I picked up at Black Friday a couple years ago. As you can see, it's got the nice flat trigger bow on it. Absolutely fantastic trigger. It's Timney, you know what they do. As far as the buffer and buffer spring, I went with the JP captured buffer on here. So this is a silent buffer, as silent as they're gonna be. You don't have that big spring running back there and just spring every time you shoot. So I do like to run a captured buffer on my rifles. Your mileage may vary, your preferences definitely vary. I went with the JP on this one. I've never had a JP captured buffer. I've gone with other brands before. This one is pretty good. I like this one a lot, so you can check them out there too. So there is the Chicago Bears passion project. Turned out exactly how I wanted it. When I first saw that the Orange Enforcer set was out, I want to thank Timber Creek for sending this stuff out. That was the absolute basis for this rifle. Live Free Armory sending out the receiver set and the barrel for it. This is the first one I've built on a Live Free Armory receiver set. Won't be the last. So make sure you check out them. The JP captured silent buffer in there is fantastic. Check that out. We'll catch you guys on the next one.